Hi guys. Monday I started off with a tofu egg scramble and a veggie sausage. So I use 1/3 of a block of frozen pressed tofu, and I like to cook it in this better than bouillon vegetable broth. So you just use about 1/4 of a teaspoon in water, and then it will add some great flavor. And since it was frozen, it was kind of hard to crumble. Then I use this field roast apple sausage. I cut up half of it and I put it inside my panini presser grill, and then I add in spinach with the tofu. For seasonings, I use nutritional yeast, onion powder, garlic powder, turmeric, like Tabitha Brown, and then I use rice cakes for like an avocado toast kind of thing. So I cut up about 1/4 of it to one half, depending on the size, and I just like to smash it down and add everything but the bagel seasoning on it. And Tuesday I had protein pancakes, so the protein I use is actually Orgain, and I have a code which is just AlexM, and you can get 30% off your first order. This is not sponsored. Then what I do is I use 1/2 of a cup, or a little bit less, of oats, and I tend to blend it up beforehand, but this time I didn't, honestly, just because I forgot. And then I used 1 scoop of this Orgain protein powder, dumped that in, and then as my egg type of thing, I used about 4 tablespoons of applesauce, but you can also use a flax egg, and I ended up adding flax afterwards anyways because I need to, and I blended it up. And if you see that it's getting like a bit too liquidy, you can add more flour after, so I just used some coconut flour afterwards, and then when it's done, put all of them on the pan again so that they're hot, and I use peanut powder as my little drizzle over it, and then I had some microwaved frozen berries. Wednesday, I had a different type of rice cake, so I took 1/3 of a block of that same tofu, seasoned it with some coconut aminos and then some tamari, and I air fried it at 350 for about 8 minutes, and it kind of got burnt, but that's fine. Then I used these rice cakes again with some black beans, and I store everything in different stuff. Don't come at me. And then I cut up this avocado. It was actually quite pretty, and I just added that on also to the rice cake. And then I added some hummus for some more flavor to it, so I put red pepper hummus and some garlic hummus on one of them. And then on top I add everything but the bagel seasoning and nutritional yeast. Oh, and some baby carrots. On Thursday I wanted sweet and savory, so I started off with the granola that I made the day before, and you just get in a cup cinnamon, nutmeg, like a tablespoon of peanut butter, teaspoon of monk fruit, some coconut oil, so 3 tablespoons, and then 3 tablespoons of this PB powder, and maple syrup, about 1 or 2. And you mix it up and you put it in the microwave for about 30 seconds until it gets really liquidy. And then for your dry ingredients, use salt, some cranberries, oats, and some sunflower seeds and nuts. And you put them together and you mix in your liquids with your dry. And then eventually it'll get like really thick and kind of sticky, which is what you want, so you can make really good clusters. And this time I didn't, but it's fine. And you just spread it out and you lay it pretty flat and close together. And I put it in for 350. My oven's gonna say 325. It's dumb. It always goes 25 but less. And then you put it for 25 minutes and you stir every 8 to 10 minutes. And for the yogurt, this is the same organic protein powder. I just use Kite Hill's unsweetened almond milk yogurt, and I mix it up. So I use about like a serving of it, and then I like to add in the protein powder afterwards so it can add some flavor to it. And the protein powder is going to look green because it has like organic greens in it. That's fine, just leave it. And then I use some monk fruit sweetener because sometimes it's not sweet enough, so I use honestly like 1/4 of a teaspoon. I don't really use much. And then for the savory part, I like to put this rice cake that was probably stale. I found it in the back of my pantry. I didn't care. And I used the rest of the avocado from the other day, about like 1/4 or whatever. And then I like to add in these Bush's black beans that my mom makes. She just heats them up from the can and then adds some onions to them. And then for seasoning, I add nutritional yeast and some everything but the bagel seasoning. And on the side, I like to put some garlic hummus. And then keeping it real, I was still hungry, so I had a little bit more yogurt. Friday I had tofu and mushroom scramble, so again I just got 1/3, but this time it wasn't frozen. And then how to store your tofu, you actually just put some water in it, and again you'll have to press it afterwards, but it's better and it'll keep longer in the fridge. Then I use vegetable broth again, so just that same like 1/4 of a teaspoon to mix it up. And then I had some mushrooms in it, and of course wash your mushrooms, whatever, yada yada yada, bugs and stuff. I mean, if you want more protein, go for it. Then I added these 2 mini sweet peppers into it, and I just cook them all together, and then I crumbled up this tofu, and it was so much easier to crumble. And then I had some garlic powder, some turmeric, and some onion powder, and some nutritional yeast, so basically the same as before. But I also decided to use this like chicken seasoning. It's all vegan, it's just meant for chicken. And then I used another avocado, and this one was also pretty. I think we got some good avocados this week. And I added in basically the rest of the spinach. Like, the spinach will go down. The spinach will become super freaking tiny. Just add as much as you want. Then some black beans again, and I put that in just for more protein. And then my mom decided to boil up some plantains because we have a tree in the back. Wow, look at that, transition queen. And then of course I had to add a basic green smoothie bowl. So I have cantaloupe, mango, frozen strawberries, and carrots. Here's just me adding it in supersonic speed. Of course, that's how I did it in real life. Duh. Always use light colored fruit and vegetables if you're going to make it green, because if not, it's going to come out brown. But I mean, the browner the better. It'll probably taste better. And I added in the same protein powder and the spinach. Just shove it all in there. And then you just mix it up. I think I added in some more spinach afterwards just to make it even more green. If you see in the back, there's a picture of me that my boyfriend did as a banner. Yeah, pretty cool. And then I add in some flaxseed because my doctor told me to. Mix it all up. And ooh. Did that satisfy you? Okay. And then I add in some granola from the other day, some PB2 powder, then the frozen blueberries and frozen strawberries as well. I definitely added more peanut powder after. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I bid you adieu, au revoir, adios, and aloha. Bye!